Okay, are we ready to get this started? Hey, thank you, Mr. Harris. Appreciate you having us here. Together with Space Center Houston and NASA, we are working on an exciting journey today. We have an incredible opportunity to experience a dream all of us grew up with, the opportunity to touch the stars. Right now, 250 miles above us flies the International Space Station, traveling at speeds that defy imagination, circling the planet every 9 minutes. Simply amazing. So through the U.S. Army, though the U.S. Army and NASA have been working together for over 60 years, this is the first time to host a nationwide oath of enlistment from space for over 1,000 future soldiers at over 150 locations where they will launch, no pun intended, their careers. In just a few minutes, we'll have a small window into the life of Colonel Andrew Morgan. Drew is defined for our Army and her nation the very idea of what's your warrior, striving every day to become the very best version of himself. He has completed some of the most rigorous Army training, a West Point graduate, airborne ranger, combat diver. He's provided life-saving assistance as a medical corps officer. He has completed 7 spacewalks, working for NASA on the ISS. But more important than all of that, he's a father of 4 and a husband to Stacy, who's with us here today. Also with us today, we're fortunate to have in the audience the Army's newest astronaut, Lieutenant Colonel Frank Rubio, who will take questions later. The Army's involvement in space is not limited to just astronauts. In fact, the Army is the largest user of space-enabled systems, and our Army's modernization efforts continue to focus on the asymmetric capabilities that space-based technologies can provide. More than ever, we need qualified and innovative talent who are on the cutting edge of tomorrow's potential. The future soldiers represented here today and across this nation represent that future, whether it's on the ground, in the air, or in cyberspace. They will work with tomorrow's technology and are about to embark on a journey that will shape their entire lives. We are excited they get to begin their Army story with this remarkable experience here at Space Center Houston. Finally, it's important to recognize the families and friends that are here to support. As an old soldier, I can personally attest to the value of family to our collective success. To you all, we are privileged to welcome your sons and daughters, brothers and sisters, into our Army family. Okay, that's enough from me. Let's get to the exciting part of today's event. Once we connect to Colonel Morgan on the International Space Station, we'll have about 20 minutes for the oath of enlistment and for Colonel Morgan to answer some questions. Be patient because this may take a second, so let's go ahead and make the connection.
Are you ready for the event?
Houston, this is Station. I'm ready.
U.S. Army Recruiting Command, this is Mission Control Houston. Please call Station 4 voice check. Please call Station 4 voice check.
This is Brigadier General Patrick McKinley. Command, how do you hear me?
General Michaelis, I have you loud and clear. Welcome aboard the International Space Station.
What a great day. Good morning, Colonel Morgan. We are excited to connect with you from Space Center Houston. We got 25 future U.S. soldiers here in the audience, full of family, friends, and veterans and supporters, as well as your fellow Army astronaut, Lieutenant Colonel Frank Rubio, and your lovely wife, Stacy. We also have more than 150 locations from coast to coast tuning in with nearly 1,000 future service members ready to be part of the first ever nationwide Oath of Enlistment historic event with you. Before we get started, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
General Michaelis, thank you so much. It's really a great honor for me to administer the oaths of enlistment today from this magnificent spaceship, the ISS. And I'd like to tell you just a little bit about it. The ISS is now in its 20th year of continuous occupation by astronauts and cosmonauts from all over the world. We're a crew of 3 right now. A couple weeks ago, we were a crew of 6. And a couple months before that, we even had as many as 9 on board. We're in orbit 250 miles above the Earth and traveling at over 17,000 miles an hour, which means that we make a trip around the Earth every 90 minutes. And I just checked. We were out over the Pacific Ocean. By the end of this conversation we're having today, I'll be over the United States. And we'll make 16 orbits of the Earth in a single day. Over the course of my time up here, our crew will conduct nearly 300 different science experiments. We maintain the space station. We've done multiple spacewalks. But before I took this 9-month journey to space as an astronaut, I was a soldier first. I made the decision when I was 18 years old to raise my right hand, just like you're about to. I am still a soldier. I'm just serving in space on the ultimate high ground. I'm here as a direct result of the incredible opportunities I had in the Army, and I'm a soldier through and through.
Oh, it's fascinating. That is awesome. That is awesome.
Today marks the first day of the rest of your lives, and you will forever be changed by your decision to serve your country. And General Michaelis, if And ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the future military members in the room as I administer the oath of enlistment. These service members from across the nation are enlisting and affirming their commitment to serve in the United States Army, the Army Reserve, and other branches of the armed services. Future soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines, please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same. And that I will obey the orders of the President of the United States. And the orders of the officers appointed over me. According to regulations and the Uniform Code of Military Justice. So help me God. Congratulations to our future soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines. Let's give an enormous round of applause to these great Americans.
And I think that in the 30 years that I've had in service, that's probably the most amazing thing I've ever seen. And I thank you very much for that. So we've got a series of